Good morning. Good morning. It is Monday, February 7th. Hope everybody's staying warm. I see Rebecca, Amy, Christine. Woo, awesome. So I'm Dr. Disha Phillip. For those of you who don't know me, I am a cardiologist who deals with all matters of the heart and also the founder of the Path to Meditation Mastery. And so I like to meet with whoever wants to meet in the mornings for a few minutes to fill our hearts and minds with a healthy breakfast, to give us power for the day, to recharge ourselves. And the way we do that is to connect with our true selves and discuss a few things. Good morning, Janelle. Discuss a few things that that aren't really talked about anywhere else usually throughout our day because we're too busy doing all of our different tasks that we have to get done, driving here, driving there, work tasks, and our energy gets depleted through the day. And so we want to start off right. So that's why we meet here. I've been on call all weekend and lots to share actually, but I wanted to catch us up on our Ask and It Is Givens. And I'm going to start with the one from February 5th. So you might see the powerful law of attraction as a sort of universal manager that sees to it that all thoughts that match one another line up. You understand this principle when you turn on your radio and deliberately tune your receiver to match a signal from a broadcasting tower. You do not expect to hear music that is being broadcast on the radio frequency of 101 FM to be received on your tuner when it is set at 98.6 FM. You understand that radio vibrational frequencies must match, and the law of attraction agrees with you. Now, I think most of us are old enough to remember what it's like to tune a radio. These days, I don't even know when the last time was I listened to a radio, like in my car or anywhere, but maybe, when we're looking for certain things, when you all find me, you tune into your phone and find, Disha's maybe, on YouTube or in Facebook or one of these channels looking for where it says it pops up and you tune in. If you click on something else, you're not going to tune in, right? So it has to match up. You know where you want to go. And so it has to match up. So I love that. But I think that the radio, if you're familiar with what a radio is and radio frequencies are, it's very helpful because if you say you want to be happy, then you have to tune in to the frequency of happiness. If you say you want to be happy and all you do is expose yourself to misery, you're not going to get that on that channel. Okay? You're not going to get. So, for example, if you're watching TV and you're like, I want to be happy, but then you sit and you watch things that are very intense and terrifying and draw you in and escape, right? You're not tuned in, right, to that frequency of joy and happiness. February 6th, Ask and It Is Given. Whatever you are giving your attention to causes you to emit a vibrational frequency. And the vibrations that you offer equal your asking, which equals your point of attraction. Whatever you are giving your attention to causes you to emit a vibrational frequency. So if your attention is on the news, you may emit a similar vibrational frequency. If your attention is on horror movies, you may emit a similar vibrational frequency. If your attention is on something that is uplifting, you will emit a similar vibrational frequency. All right. So, February 7th, here we go. If there is something you desire that you currently do not have, You need only put your attention upon it, and by the law of attraction, it will come to you. However, if there is something that you desire that you currently do not have, and you put your attention upon your current state of not having it, then the law of attraction will continue to match that not having it vibration. So you will continue to not have that which you desire. It is law. It is law. So it's such a different way of thinking that needs to be practiced if you want your quality of life to be different than what it is right now. Okay? So it's human nature, and I think most of us are conditioned. We have our conditioned response, which is conditioned from our environment and from the people who raised us, from our teachers, from our siblings that we grew up with, whatever, to think a certain way. Oftentimes we take on the mindset of those who we grew up around. And sometimes we're carrying around the mindset that we decided on having when we were 5 years old, and now we're 45 years old and we're still thinking like a 5-year-old, right? So I want to share a story of something that happened this weekend. I saw a young man, 49 years old, came in with a big heart attack. And fortunately, we were able to save his heart, save his life. And we were chatting, and he told me about alert. If you get traumatized easily, you may want to not listen. But he told me about the fact that his 13-year-old had committed suicide 7 years ago. And, for him, life wasn't worth living anymore. And so when I'm sitting there talking about, you have to take this medicine because it reduces mortality and helps you live longer, helps prevent heart attacks. And he's like, I really don't care. Understandably. And we had a long discussion about the thoughts that we have, because I said, did she say anything? Did she leave a letter? And he said, well, she wrote, I'm sorry. And then wrote, I just can't get the thoughts to stop. And I was like, and it just reinvigorated for me how important what we are talking about is. How what we put our attention on grows bigger. And this is information that our young people need. It should be started from birth, right? That we are not our thoughts. We are the thinker of our thoughts. I wish I could just grab her and tell her, you are not those thoughts. And, we can't change the drama of the world. I realize that we can't save everybody. And I do think that most humans out there don't realize that they are not their thoughts. That there's, for those of us who have read Untethered Soul by Michael Singer, right? There's the roommate, the dude on the couch who's sitting there taking all sides of an argument and saying horrible things or annoying things or whatever things. And your soul's purpose is to discern who you are going to listen to. Because just like the movie Inside Out, where there's like anger and joy and sadness and fear, right? You have to learn or train yourself or know that you can choose which thought you want to have. So he said something very profound. He said, she was a straight A student, but she always felt like she wasn't enough. She couldn't be good enough. And he's like, and I remember, because when I was a teenager, I felt like that too. I think all of us can relate. When we were teenagers, we had a lot of crazy thoughts like that aren't true. And so if we just take that thought, which I think many people have, that is the driving force for our behaviors and decisions, which is, I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy enough. I'm not good enough, right? And if you sit and repeat that in your head, that's going to be your reality, right? You want to feel worthy, right? So if there is something you desire to feel worthy that you currently do not have, you don't feel worthy. You need only put your attention upon it, and by the law of attraction, it will come to you. However, if there is something that you desire that you currently do not have, worthiness feeling, and you put your attention upon your current state of not having it, I don't feel worthy, I don't feel worthy, I don't feel worthy, I'm not good enough, then the law of attraction will continue to match that not having it vibration. So you will continue to not have that which you desire. It is law. And what if what you're saying is complete bullshit? Excuse me, BS. Which you know it is, right? Because we know what our truth is: love, is worthiness. There's nothing that any one of us has to do to be more worthy of what we are here. That is the evidence of our worthiness. We are interacting. Love, joy, passion, enthusiasm, those are our birthrights. Own it, right? But if nobody's telling you this stuff, if you don't learn it, you believe the delusional mind that you're not worthy. Where did that even come from? Right? That's a whole different story. Genetics, generational trauma, or, who knows where we grew up, right? Media is constantly telling us that. Oh, you'll be worthy once you get the cell phone, or oh, you'll be worthy once you have this awesome toy, or, whatever. But what if we just say, I am worthy. I am a pure, peaceful, loving soul, here for a purpose, here to serve, here to give love, here to circulate the vibrations of love. Because as I give more love, as I give more compassion and understanding, it comes back to me in the form of blessings. Fundamental law: what you focus on is what your reality is. What you give, you will receive. What you put out there comes back to you. So why not put good out there? Because that good can come back to you. We see it usually as the punishing standpoint. If you put bad on you, it's bad karma. That's how the word karma was such a trigger for me, because that's how I was raised to hear it. Right? Oh, well, when you've done really bad things, that's when this kind of bad stuff happens to you. Why can't it be, well, you can change that if you want to. You want to feel worthy? Own it. I am worthy. You are worthy. You don't need to be anything else. You don't need to be any different. And then that comes back to us. I don't know. I hope that served someone today. It was really anchored in for me this weekend, the importance of every single soul on this planet to know that. So many of us didn't. All right. So let's go ahead and get comfortable wherever you're sitting. It's time to meditate and connect with a little bit of silence. Close your eyes and visualize your heart in the center of your chest with 2 nostrils, one in the right ventricle, one on the left. And go ahead and take a deep breath into your heart. Breathe out of your heart. Breathe into your heart and really make an earnest effort to feel the truth of who you are. Breathe into your heart. I am worthy. Breathe out of your heart. Breathe into your heart. I am enough. Breathe out of your heart. Breathe normally. And we'll begin by asking ourselves the 4 soul questions. Question 1. Who am I? Who am I? Second question. What do I want? What is my soul's deepest desire? Allow anything at all to come to you in the form of a sensation, image, feeling, or thought. Third question. What is my purpose? How can I serve myself and others? Fourth question. What am I grateful for? What am I grateful for? Allow anything at all to come to you in the form of a sensation, image, feeling, or thought. Now silently repeat the following sentence. I am, and your first and last name. Now drop your last name and silently repeat, I am, and your first name. Now drop your first name and silently repeat, I am, I am, I am. And we'll switch that to the vibration of I am, which is a hum, a hum, a hum. And now we'll begin the repetition of our mantra. For those of you who already have your personalized primordial sound meditation mantra, go ahead and start repeating that now. For everyone else, we'll use the mantra so hum. So we'll silently repeat so hum, so hum, so hum. Please continue repeating your mantra. I will keep the time and I'll let you know when it's time to stop. Enjoy the meditation. Please keep your eyes closed and stop repeating your mantra and rest. Rest in existence. Rest in awareness. Rest in consciousness. Just rest. And as we rest, I'll pronounce 4 intentions. Just repeat them silently and release them into being. Joyful, energetic body. Joyful, energetic body. Loving, compassionate heart. Loving, compassionate heart. Reflective, alert mind. Reflective, alert mind. And lightness of being. Lightness of being. Continue to rest. And when you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes, rub the tops of your thighs, wiggle your fingers and toes. Give yourself a big stretch. I'm cold today. You can go ahead and bring your hands back to heart center together. And bow your head in gratitude for giving yourself this time today to really focus and think about the things that matter. When we meditate, we recharge our batteries. And so from this fully charged place, let's give a blast of love and light energy out to all of our family, our friends, our community, our city, our state, our country, to the entire planet, to every single brother and sister soul on this planet. That those vibrations come over them like a soothing balm. And then from there, we give a blast of that energy out into the universe. And then from there, it gets boomeranged right back to us. I'll say namaste. The divine light in me sees and honors the divine light in you. Have a wonderful day, everyone. And I'll see you back here tomorrow. Sending you love. For those of you on YouTube, hit like, subscribe, and join us again. All right, sending love. Mwah.